Hello, 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 hello. How are you today, this blessed day? It is Thursday, May 21st, 2020, and you're watching Omega Live with JJ, Woman Without Borders. Can you believe it, guys? There are only 10 days left in this month already. Didn't this month just start? What happened to the month? It's already the 21st of the month. Can you believe it? Oh my God, I can. I want to give a big shout out to all our frontliners out there who are working so hard to do what they do to keep us safe. A special shout out also to those persons in Falmouth, Trelawney at the pier. Oh my God, all those workers. A lot of people out there, guys. A lot of people. There's a big activities going on out there. You know, they have banned the media from going on to the pier. Of course, because of the sensitive nature, they say, of the situation, you understand. And so you won't be seeing pictures. You'll only see pictures through the fence from afar, right? Because media is not allowed to go onto the pier uh, basically under these circumstances. Yeah, so I shout out to all our 1,044 Jamaicans who are on that ship, the Adventure of the Seas, out there in Falmouth Pier. Welcome home. Even though you are not yet home, but you have seen land, you have seen light at the end of that tunnel. Yeah, absolutely. And so the next couple of days, it's going to be very challenging, very hectic. And the next 2 weeks going to be even more challenging. You might even wish you did not come back. But nevertheless, you are here and we welcome you. Okay, guys. So thank you for watching. You could have been otherwise, I know, but you are here and I appreciate it. Remember, guys, to share the link, share it with all your friends, man. Remember, I have a quote. Guys, I don't know, what is going on with YouTube algorithm. Something is not working right here because I see people who are telling me that they are subscribing and they are giving me a thumbs up and I'm not seeing it recorded. Yesterday, I have so many thumbs up based on who I spoke with, and I did not see all the thumbs up based on who I spoke with. So I don't know. But keep the thumbs up coming, guys, because the algorithm is not working right for whatever reason. It's computer program. Everything is computer program, and there are glitches in computer programming, right? Viruses and all kind of stuff happen and cause all manner of things to happen. And sometimes even the programmers themselves make mistakes when they're writing these programs, right? Because we're all human beings and we are prone to error, right? To err is human, absolutely. And so I don't know what's going on with there, but I'm just encouraging you. Just keep hitting the thumbs up. Okay, guys, if you hit the thumbs up once, don't hit it again. If you hit the thumbs up twice, if you hit the thumbs up twice, it's gonna negate what you did before. That means it's gonna act as if you took away the thumbs up. So just hit the thumbs up once. If you hit it twice, you're gonna have to hit it a third time to put it back. Okay, all right. So give me a thumbs up. Let me see the thumbs up coming, guys. Remember, you can comment. If you comment while I am live, guys, I can see your comment and I can respond to your comment at that point in time. Absolutely, right? And share the broadcast. And remember, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, Omega News JA, where you can actually go like, comment, and share the link. Also, okay, guys, trying to get my 100 subscribers by the end of the month. Only 10 days to go. I think it's possible, right? With God, all things are possible. Mm? And we can make it happen, right? So just tell your friends to subscribe. Let everybody subscribe. If everybody subscribe, it will get there, yeah? Absolutely. All right, guys. So you know this feel by now. If it's the first time you're watching, welcome. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. Okay, share the link. Absolutely. Remember, guys, knowledge is nothing kept to yourself. Knowledge must be shared, right? It must be applied. I am a student of knowledge, right? Just as you are a student of knowledge. So each one teach one, right? We help each other. Absolutely. That's what the Almighty wants from us. Absolutely. All right, guys. So I'm gonna give you my give you the news, and of course I give you my 2 cents, right? That's what's why you're here. You're watching this program. It's a talk show. You got to hear my opinion. Absolutely. So here goes. According to the Minister of Health and Wellness, the Honorable Dr. Christopher Tufton, Jamaica now has 529 confirmed cases of the COVID-19, the coronavirus disease COVID-19. As of yesterday, Yeah, because it's becoming a habit now, right? And we like it. Every Wednesday, we are given what do you call it? Yeah, press briefing. Yeah, by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, absolutely, and we enjoy it. They try to make it very interesting, and we do enjoy it. Of course, sometimes the news is not always good, right? But we appreciate the information because knowledge is power, and information is how you get it. We can't make informed decisions if we don't have accurate information, right? Although misinformation is better than no information at all. But we prefer not to have misinformation. Don't worry, I'm here to give you accurate information. Absolutely. So let me give you the numbers for my big data, folks. We had 26 new recoveries in a 24-hour period. That's the highest we've had so far, right? 26 persons recovered yesterday, guys, bringing our recovery numbers to 171. So now we have 171 persons who have recovered from our 529 confirmed cases. So that is one third of the total numbers who have recovered, right? There is life after COVID-19. It was a death sentence. Although we do have 9 persons who died, right? And we are sympathetic to the loved ones, right? Okay, so now, guys, the number has gone up to 50 in terms of the imported cases, right? Remember, I told you the last count it was 44 and counting, but I did tell you it was uncounting, right? Absolutely. And so here it is now, and expect it to continue to go up, and I tell you, guys. The now it's gone up now to 50. Reason being, of the 9 new cases that we have had, right? 6 of them are from the Marella Discovery 2. The crew members, remember, guys, those crew members who they said they were on the cruise ship for how long, right? And so they could not have had COVID-19 and they were tested negative, okay? Now they are coming out in droves. Now we have 12 crew members from the Marella Discovery 2 who have tested positive for COVID-19. But the hypothesis is, guys, is that it wasn't on the ship that they had it. It's when they got off the ship. Okay, between the time of them getting off the ship, getting onto the plane, getting off the plane, and getting to the quarantine area. You understand? That's what happened. They say. Yeah. Well, let us see if that theory holds any kind of water. Right? We know that theory is true. We have 1,044 crew members on the Adventure of the Seas, right? And so they say some have been on the ship for all 2 months, right? And so, I mean, been in quarantine for up to 2 months. So let us see if any of them tests positive, right? None of them should test positive. Am I correct? Unless it's when they got off the ship at the pier, Falmouth Pier, they got it. But we have been told that the area has been sterilized. I soon give you that story. To continue reading. So, 206 are contacts of confirmed cases. There are still 26 local transmissions, 13 still under investigation. Now we have 24 hospitalized. So the number is going down for the hospitalized guys. Guys, people are recovering, as you will notice, and they're going home, right? So now we have only 24 persons who are hospitalized. None of them is critically or moderately ill. To God be the glory. Yeah, we thank God for that. Yeah, none of them are critically or moderately ill. But guys, we have 234 Alarica employees with the confirmed disease COVID-19. Meaning that we have one more, right? So remember, it's 9 of them. 6 is from Marella Discovery 2. 1 is an Alarica employee. 1 is a contact of an Alarica employee. And the other person, right, is a contact of a confirmed case who is under investigation. That's one of the 13. Yeah? So that's why now we have 234 confirmed cases of COVID-19 with the Alarica. I told you, guys, until I know they never find all of them. I knew it, they did not find all of them. And every day they keep finding more, they keep on doing more tests, and the number keep going up for the Alarica. And remember, these persons, and sometimes some of them are asymptomatic too, you understand? And so what happens that now they go home and they infect their family members. Yeah. Okay, so we have 347 persons who are in isolation, and we have 310 who are in government quarantine, right? So that means we have what, 657 guys, right? And our capacity is what, 700, we're told our capacity is 700. All right, so you know some of these people where they are praying and hoping, right, that they will be they will recover so that they can send them out, or they will test negative in a 48-hour period so that they can send them out, because we need a space, right? You know that Bahia, Grand Bahia gave us 400 more rooms. So between the Grand Bahia and the Jewel Hotel in St. Anne, between them, that's where all the persons who are being quarantined by the government, that's where they are located, right? They're accommodated. So continuing with the big data, 492 new samples were done in a 24-hour period, but of that number, 299 were discharged samples. Okay, of that number, 411 came back negative. As you know, 9 were positive, and then we have, guys, 72 samples that are pending. Remember, I tell you, that's what you need to watch. These pending samples, that's where you need to focus your attention on these pending. Yeah. So now we have 72 samples that are pending. So by tomorrow, I will have some more information again for you as to what's happening with those samples, because we get like our results every 24 hours. At least we should. Yeah, absolutely. So the total number of samples to date is 9,021, and of that number, 8,420 are negative, and as I said before, 529 are positives. Absolutely. Oh, I should also give you this information, guys. So you see that those 9 were tested. Okay, so we have 2 from St. Anne. Those are basically Marella Discovery 2 crew members. We have 2 from Portland. I mean, the addresses, right, are from Portland. So that's also from the Marella Discovery. We have 2 from St. Catherine, 1 who is a Marella Discovery crew member, and 1 with an Alarica employee. And we have 1 from St. Mary, Marella Discovery 2, right? And we have 1 who is a contact. The person is from St. Catherine also, and the other one is from the Kingston and St. Andrew, who is a contact of the confirmed case who's under investigation. Okay, so that is for your big numbers, guys. Okay. All right. So now, continuing with the news. Not much to say on that at this point in time, more than what I've already said, and there's a lot more to say. So let me continue. According to an article in the Gleaner, the crew member who fell ill on Monday aboard the Adventure of the Sea has suffered a miscarriage. Reports are that the woman was being treated by ship doctors, but when the situation became an emergency, an alarm was raised and a request sent for the woman to be evacuated. In the announcement, the captain told the crew members that the woman would have to be airlifted. Meanwhile, the disembarkation of the first 200 persons from the Adventure of the Seas, after state agencies worked around the clock to put in place the necessary protocols, commenced today, Thursday, May 21st, 2020. The exercise will continue every 48 to 72 hours until all 1,044 Jamaican crew members have disembarked. So, let me give you that story before I give you my 2 cents. As there was celebration that 1,044 Jamaican nationals were being landed at the historic Falmouth Pier port in Trelawney after being stranded for 2 months at sea, tragedy was unfolding as a 10-week pregnant woman who was a worker on the Adventure of the Seas cruise ship lost her child. The Gleaner understands that the woman, whose identity will not be published, is currently under supervision at the Cornwall Regional Hospital, CRH, in St. James. I'll soon tell you my 2 cents, guys. Before the Adventure of the Seas could be landed at the port on Tuesday, an alarm was raised that there was a medical emergency on the ship. The crew member fell ill on Monday evening as the ship drifted east of Jamaica. However, before the emergency, the ship altered forward speed about 100 miles. Doctors on the ship, the Gleaner gathers, had been attending to the pregnant woman, but figured they might need assistance given their assessment of the patient. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton yesterday addressed the issue of whether a request for help from the ship was denied. Quoting him, he said, once the request came in, the request was dealt with. I was never advised that there was any request, and the request was denied. I suspect it would be a matter of processing the request and following through. And a lot of events took place in that period, which led to the person being given appropriate attention, the minister said. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bisesa Mackenzie admitted, however, that there was information swirling that there was a medical emergency before an official request was received by the Ministry for Medical Evacuation. Quote, the time at which we received the information, the evacuation by both the persons on the ship as well as the persons on land, the information that I have is that the condition of the person would allow for the ship to reach here safely, Bisesa Mackenzie said. The health ministry cited confidentiality issued yesterday as the reason it would not give details surrounding the incident. Quoting the minister, the patient confidentiality issues do not allow that to take place, and the person would have to speak on their own behalf as it relates to their status of their condition or give written permission for that to happen. However, on Monday, the Gleaner observed an ambulance entering the port facility to attend to the woman. She was later driven to the hospital for medical care. The exact cause of the miscarriage could not be ascertained, but sources close to then expectant mother have revealed that the woman had been bleeding badly. Medical experts estimate that a third of all pregnancies end in miscarriages. They also said that 80% of miscarriages occur in the first trimester or 12 weeks of pregnancy. So, question, why was the distressed woman not evacuated on Monday? So at the said press conference, Dr. Jacqueline Bisesa Mackenzie said a medical evacuation itself comes with risk. According to the CMO, one has to weigh the importance of the intervention that will warrant the evacuation. The condition was stable enough to allow for the ship to arrive and for the safe disembarkation of the person. The end. Guys, where do I begin? Okay, so if you missed yesterday's broadcast, guys, I'm inviting you, please go and watch yesterday's broadcast, because I don't want to repeat everything that I said yesterday, although some information is going to overlap because of the nature of the story. You understand? Remember how I said yesterday that sometimes you got to take the high road, and sometimes you have to give away your right. Okay, remember I said that? Because we know the government have the authority, right, to refuse the ship from coming into the water, because according to maritime laws, Jamaican government has to give permission for a ship to enter into the Jamaican waters. Otherwise, there can be serious consequences for breaching, right? For breaches. However, guys, remember I said sometimes, right? Sometimes you have to, be compassionate and use compassionate discretion. See what happened now, guys. Remember, no, the ship left the Dominican Republic. Remember, I told you from last week, Friday, the ship was coming. It was supposed to come Sunday. It stopped in the Dominican Republic, right? And it let off some Dominicans there, right? Dominican Republic nationals there, right? And then it was headed for Jamaica. It would have gotten here, guys, on Monday. It would have gotten here Monday, around about midday there, give or take. It would have gotten here. You understand? Monday. If it had gotten here on Monday, this would not have happened. You understand? Okay, so here it is now. The ship was supposed to come. It was already almost in government in Jamaican waters when the ship had to make a U-turn, guys. The ship had to turn back, go into Haitian waters. Remember, I gave that information before. Go back and watch my previous programs, right? The ship had to go back, guys, into Haitian waters, and there, the engine throttled while the government of Jamaica, you understand, being the boss, being the one with authority, you understand, decide that we will let you in when we are ready to let you. And I'm sorry, Mr. Prime Minister, if that's not the way you felt, but that's the way it come across. You understand? That's the way it come across. You have to be careful of how people perceive your actions. You understand? They have to be very conscious of your actions, right? So they're not being perceived. I mean, we can't stop persons, from actually perceiving what they're going to perceive, because we all perceive, using the lenses of experience, you understand, that we go through, right? Our experiences dictates to a great extent, you understand, or inform how we perceive information and perceive events, you understand. So we get that. But at the same time, persons, you understand, we have a duty, and we have self-control, and we have, you understand, that amount of power to help to influence how we are perceived by others. Yeah. And so, Mr. Prime Minister, you understand, I'm very, very sorry to say, sir, that I cannot tell you something, guys. I was saying to persons, I was saying to pundits who were saying, the Jamaican Labour Party will not lose the next election, and and People's National Party (PNP) would win the election or not. And I was like, which planet are you on? Hmm? What do you know that I don't know? Because from where I'm sitting, with all that has been happening with the PNP and their nonsense that they have been going on with it, in their internal squabbles and their divisiveness and everything that has been happening, I was like, there's no way that they would ever win an election in 2020, 2021 period. Is what I have been saying. But can I tell you something, guys? Right now, as I sit here, the 21st of May 2020, it is looking almost possible, because I am saying the amount of missteps that this government has been making during this COVID-19 period, it is just astonishing. I mean, I myself is not easily surprised. You can't do much to surprise me. I am almost surprised. You understand? Because I was looking at these people as being very bright people, very intelligent, highly educated, you understand, who knows a lot. But it also goes to show, guys, I tell people all the time, it's not the paper that you have, you understand, that defines you. You understand? You could have a PhD, MD, EDD, MBA, doesn't matter, DDA, DDB, doesn't matter what you have. You understand? If you don't have wisdom, you see, that is why Solomon asked for wisdom, guys. Solomon asked for wisdom, and even with wisdom by itself, guys, wisdom does not work. And God, in His infinite wisdom, knew that. And so, what did He do? He gave Solomon understanding and knowledge also, because all three have to work together. Remember, I tell you all the time, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Before your very eyes, guys, it is playing out. Before your very eyes, it is playing out how much this government is destroying itself for lack of knowledge and for lack of wisdom. You're seeing it, and don't you see it? It is being played out. You understand? Because I am just appalled to know that here it is now again, and it's not about the lawsuit, although a lawsuit is pending. It's about the inhumanity of the actions that have been taken by this government. You understand? Because here it is. The ship was supposed to dock at Falmouth Pier on Monday. This young lady who is pregnant, you understand me? The report said she was bleeding heavily. You understand? She was hemorrhaging. You understand? So you know right there, you understand? If she is not given immediate attention, you understand? She would, fortunately, because she could have died herself. She could have died herself, like Jodie and Farron, you understand? Fortunately, she did not die, so she can live to get pregnant again and have another child. But she lost her child. I don't know if it's the first child or the second child. And I hear people talking about the fact that she got pregnant on the boat, on the ship. And obviously she got pregnant on the ship. And obviously it's either for a crew member or a guest. But that's not our business. That's neither here nor there. You understand? It's not about who the father is and when she got pregnant. That's not the case here. Okay? Let us learn to prioritize. You people who are out there and slandering the young lady, leave her alone. This is not the time for that. We'll have time in the future for all that. Learn to prioritize. If the government was prioritizing, we would not be in the problem we are in right now. As a matter of fact, that is the point. Because people don't know how to prioritize. We have lost our humanity, and we've put procedures and protocols, you understand, and blue tape and red tape and pink tape and all color tapes in front of people. And it's what is causing this problem we're having. Too many the government is too bureaucratic. It's too bureaucratic. We have to go through too many jump too many rope or jump through too many hoops, so to speak. You understand? To get things done. Why do we have to go through all that red tape? Now you heard what the CMO said. Now I love the CMO. Have been admiring her throughout all that has been happening. I read her story on All Woman, and I didn't get to share the story with you guys because on Sunday you saw and Flo came out and apologized because Flo was just acting up on Sunday. Totally, I couldn't get to do Sunday's program, right? And so, as it is, I would have given you the all woman story with the CMO on Sunday. I didn't get to do it, but it was such a beautiful story. I'm still going to share it with you one of these days. You understand? Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I'll share the story with the CMO story with you. But and it's beautiful. And I love her because she, in all of this, I've been admiring her demeanor and how she carries herself, and and her articulate, how she's articulate, and how and she's knowledgeable on the subject matter. But then she said something today, and you heard me read it just now, and I'm like, really? I mean, how can you determine the seriousness of a condition being on land? You're not there with the person. Yes, the doctors gave you feedback, I'm sure, right? But they would have given enough feedback from their perspective. Otherwise, they would not have raised an alarm that she needed to be airlifted. The captain said she needed to be airlifted, right? So how can you then ascertain that she was stable, the condition was stable enough for her to wait until the ship docked to get an ambulance to take her to the hospital? How you come to such a conclusion? Huh? I don't understand that. How could you come to such a conclusion? You don't make those kind of calls. And I did hear where it was said that the captain had said that he wasn't sure that if she would have been able to be airlifted in the night. However, he turned the ship. The captain said he turned the ship towards Jamaica, right? He turned it to enable the helicopter to come to the ship to evacuate the young miss, to take her to the hospital. Yeah? That was from Monday. The ship did not come into port until after 12 p.m. on Tuesday, more than 24 hours later. Guys, here is another Jordan Ferran case again. You understand? Because people drop the ball. You understand? Because people are not humane. They are inhumane, and they put procedures and protocols in front of people. I've had my fair share of it. So I know what I'm talking about. I'm speaking from experience. You understand? The bureaucracy that is the government. You understand? And I'm saying it wasn't so detrimental for me. It was a matter of life and death. It could have been, but it was not. But here, these are cases of life and death situation. And here it is. We have lost 2 lives. We have lost 2 lives, a mother and a child. You understand? Because of this bureaucracy. Come on, guys. You see, I'm telling you about using COVID-19 opportunity to really dismantle and put back together. We are not ready for the economy to be opened according to what you're saying. And I have another story to give, but not today because it's not an urgent story. But I'm going to give you, because there are trade unionists who are disagreeing with the government reopening on June 1st. So between Sunday and next week, I will give you that story. You understand? But not everybody is happy about the fact that the government is reopening because of economical reasons. You understand? Because we have too many problems that need to be solved, and we need to use the time to solve the problems. Use the time to make the system work, to put the system together again. You understand? This is not Humpty Dumpty. It can be put together. It can be broken down and put back together. You understand? The health system needs to be dismantled and put back together. The education system needs to be dismantled and put back together. Come on. And others. But I'm concentrating right now on the health system. You understand? This is crazy, guys. You cannot. This is the second person who has died. Second person, because somebody dropped the ball. And I'm telling you, you understand, sooner or later, some head has got to roll. Because we pay for our mistakes. Every one of us, including myself, but if I make a mistake, I pay for it. Matter of fact, I am still paying right now for mistakes that I have made in the past. I'm still paying for them right now. Because we pay for our mistakes, guys. And I'm saying all these mistakes and nobody's paying for them, And I'm saying I don't expect you to fire anybody at this point in time because COVID-19 and people need their jobs. But I sincerely hope You understand that they're going to do investigation, really and truly do investigation. Not just say that they're going to do it, but they're actually going to do investigations, and they're actually going to call out the persons who are responsible, reprimand them now, maybe updo other sanctions now, but later on, those persons have got to go after COVID-19, because that is not going to be good for the system. Because if they don't go, the system will continue as is, and there won't be any changes. You understand? But the system has got to change. And then here it is. She's been brought to Cornwall Regional Hospital. Lord, I am praying for her. I am praying for, because she's gone to the ill-fated Cornwall Regional Hospital. Oh my God, that is another story in of itself, because we know Cornwall Regional Hospital is not the best place. It is the most equipped, but it's not the best place to take anybody at this point in time. You understand? So I am just praying for this young woman that she will make it through, make it okay. You understand? She's already lost her child. She can recover. You understand? She will go through a period of hardships, mentally, emotionally, physically, etc. But she will overcome if she lives. While there's life, there is hope. There is no hope in the grave. You understand? So I'm really praying for her, that things will work out for her. Pray with me for her, guys, that she will recover. You understand? And pray for our government. They need the prayer. They badly need the prayer, because I'm telling you, they are like a runaway train without brakes. You understand? That's how they are right now, like a runaway train without brakes. And they need to take stock of themselves, otherwise they'll find themselves destroyed for lack of knowledge. Very, very sorry to say that, sir, but I just gotta call a spade a spade. I call it how I see it. And I'm saying it not to be critical, but for to be of a constructive criticism as to what you need to do at this point in time, and ensure that you stop the emerging, because you're emerging and you need to stop the emerging. All right, guys, that's my 2 cents on that story. Now, for the next story. So, more sad news, guys. More sad news. More sad news. A St. James elderly couple and their grandson became the latest road fatalities in Western Jamaica when they perished in a motor vehicle accident along the Paradise Main Road in Westmoreland. 3 other family members, including a 3-year-old, also were in the under motor car. They sustained injuries and they are currently hospitalized. So let me give you that story quickly. Hmm. Okay, so here goes. A St. James elderly couple and their grandson became the latest road fatalities. Also, by the way, guys, I don't see any thumbs up. Where are my thumbs up? Keep my thumbs up coming, man. Let me know that you're actually watching the program and you're finding it useful or entertaining or both, right? Thumbs up, man. Let me see the thumbs up coming. Thank you for the thumbs up. Okay, so a St. James elderly couple and their grandson became the latest road fatalities in Western Jamaica on Tuesday when they perished in a. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yay! Thank you. You're watching and listening. Very good. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, as I was saying, a St. James elderly couple and their grandson became the latest road fatalities in Western Jamaica on Tuesday when they perished in a motor vehicle crash along the Paradise Main Road in Westmoreland. 3 other family members, including a 3-year-old child who were in the ill-fated vehicle, also sustained injuries in the accident and are currently hospitalized. The deceased have been identified as 80-year-old landscaper Neville Horton, his 82-year-old housewife Iris Horton, and their 35-year-old grandson Conroy Beckford, a barber, all of Gordon Crescent in Granville, St. James. Another grandson and his common law wife, as well as their 3-year-old daughter, were all admitted to the Savannah Lamar Hospital with various injuries. Reports from the Sablamar police are that shortly after 2 p.m., the family was returning home to St. Jane from their farm in Westmoreland in a grey Honda Step Wagon motor car, which was being driven by Beckford. Upon reaching a section of the Paradise Main Road, the right rear tire blew out, causing the driver to lose control. The vehicle ran off the road, overturned, and slammed into a large tree. Beckford and his grandparents died on the spot. The other 3 persons were rushed to hospital where they were admitted. Family and residents who gathered at the deceased house yesterday were still in shock as they mourned the tragedy. Isilda Modi, a daughter of Iris Orton, struggled to express her grief. They were the nicest couple you could ever find. Both of them have been together for as long as I can remember. And them was a Christian couple who were deep in faith at the Granville Seventh-day Adventist Church, said Moody. I don't know how family going to manage. It is just too much, she added. Since the start of the year, Westmoreland has recorded 20 road accidents, which have resulted in 21 people being killed. A total of 46 people have been killed in 42 road accidents across Western Jamaica since the start of the year. Hi. Omega Live sent condolences to the daughter and other family members and the grandson, common law wife, and child in the hospital. We send condolences and prayers for all loved ones for this elderly couple. May their soul rest in peace. Guys, it is crazy. This particular case, I mean, it's unfortunate because the tire blew, but many of these road fatalities are caused because of careless driving. You understand? And in this particular case, as a driver myself, I know that he was speeding. There is no doubt. If the tire blew and he was not driving fast, even if he lost control of the vehicle, chances are it wouldn't have overturned and the family lose their lives. So here it is that we have lost you know persons again on the roads because of speeding. I know I wasn't there, but like I said, I'm speaking from experience. Guys, when you're on the road, take time, right? I'm not saying I'm learning something. Unless you're a car a race driver, right? Unless you're a driver, one of those drivers who do car racing, those car racing drivers, unless you're one of those, you have no business speeding on the road, guys. Okay? Because it means that you don't know how to correct the car when something happens, like in this case. Because if he was an experienced driver, then he probably would have known what to do to prevent this happening. You understand? But he lost control, meaning that probably let go his hand off the wheels. For example, we don't know. I wasn't there, but that's what inexperienced drivers do. You understand? But I'm saying, right, that when you're driving slow and the tire blow, the odds of flipping are slim. Okay, but if you're speeding and the tire blow, and if you don't know what to do, and even sometimes when you do know what to do, sometimes it flips too, because even sometimes these car drivers, these racing car drivers, even if you watch them on the racetrack at Dover and other places, you see them, right? Sometimes the car do flip, but the car doesn't flip very easily, but they do flip occasionally, yeah, depending. So depending, and again, chances are if it wasn't going fast, even if it flipped, it probably wouldn't, and they wouldn't have died. Because guys, I have been, literally, yeah. And from some of you, the first you're gonna hear that, but my girlfriend in England can bear witness to this story, and so and other friends, that we have been in motor car traveling the same Westmoreland, and the car flipped, yes, overturned, but it flipped, and it flipped back over. Oh my God, God has been with me, guys. God has been with me all my life. I am telling you the thing that I go through. And I'm still standing here. Hallelujah. Amen. Because I have a work to do, and I will not die until I complete my mission on this earth. Thank you, Lord. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I know about these things, how these things can happen. And it's just unfortunate that their time came and they went, and our hearts and prayers are with them. But guys, please, 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 on the road, drive carefully. Don't speed, okay? Drive, and if you're speeding, know what you're speeding. Know, you gotta know the road. You gotta know your vehicle. There's so much things you gotta know, and you can't know everything. So, bottom line is, don't speed. Best thing to do. I know I've been told that I have a heavy foot. I speed too. But I would like to think that I'm a very experienced driver. At the same time, I only speed. I don't speed around corners. I don't speed in certain. I don't speed if I don't know the vehicle. If it's somebody's vehicle, I'm not going to speed because I don't know it. Right? And there are many conditions in which I don't speed. You know, when I take a chance and speed, must be with my vehicle that I know very well. Must be on a road that I know very well. Must be in conditions that are not. There's no rain and etc. Things like that and whatever and bearing all the circumstances, when I look at all the conditions being equal, then I might speed. Yeah, but by and large, I'm encouraging you guys do not speed on the road. Okay, especially when they have elderly in the cars too. When you have elderly and children, the vulnerable in the car, no speeding. 80-year-old person in the car and you're speeding. That's a no-no right there. Absolutely not. Okay. Yeah, we all alone in the car. Speed all you want. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. One of those days, right? Okay, so that is my medical spiel for that story. And I must also tell you guys that a memorial service was held yesterday at the Roman Catholic Holy Trinity Cathedral in Kingston and St. Andrew for the 153 women who died in the fire at Eventide Nursing Home on May 20th, 1980, right? So among those who attended the service and who later went to the National Heroes Park Monument to lay a wreath there and to pay tribute and pay their respect included Mr. and Mrs. Hubert Chin, right? Jean Laurie Chin and her husband Hubert Chin, right? Errol, I had Jean on my program, right? For those who haven't seen it, I think it was on April the 7th. Go back to April 7th to watch that program with Jean. She was on this program, yeah. So she was and her husband and Emma Lewis and Errol Howlett. Emma has this blog. Oh, you guys have got to. One day I'm going to give you the link for that, for the blog for Emma. You got to watch and read her blog. She is so knowledgeable and informed, and basically I enjoy reading her blogs actually. So they're all members of the Caribbean Community of Retired Persons (CCRP), which many of you know I've advocated for persons to actually join as an elderly person. It is good to join this organization because they have a lot of benefits, lots of discounts at different places you can shop, and the insurance that they have an insurance policy that they through Guardian Life and Such a Court is very, very good for the elderly persons. And so yeah, I really advocate for them, CCRP. So they went to represent and to show respect for these persons, guys. I mean, I was a child at this time when this was occurring, but I vaguely remember the story, but I know that and if you have not seen it, Faye Ellington, which let me just tell you that part. Yeah. So yesterday on our program, Dan Jackson Miller, she actually did a tribute to these persons by airing the documentary that was done by Faye Ellington. It is called The Golden Years. So I invite you to go and look up the Golden Years documentary by Faye Ellington, and you can watch and see what happened with these persons. Of those 153, 145 of them were buried at the National Heroes Park. Yeah, that was a very sad. And nursing home, even the nursing home, guys. I mean, see, the fire that destroyed the nursing home and killed these persons. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it to segue into this other story, and then I'm going to just give you my commentary. Right, I'm going to segue into the next story about this Jamaican pastor, guys. So a Jamaican pastor is mourning the loss of his 89-year-old mother who died in New York over the weekend as a result of COVID-19. According to Pastor Emmanuel Azan, his mother always wanted to be buried in Jamaica, but now he can only take home her ashes. So let me actually give you the story, guys. Right? Um, and then I give my 2 cents. Here's another case. That one, okay, 153 persons in 1980 lost their lives in a nursing home, right? Here it is another story about another nursing home. Again, guys, uh, and I am going to, before I give my 2 cents and read the story, I'm going to actually do another a broadcast with regard to the nursing homes in Jamaica because and what we need to do and some of the things that needs to be done for by others, including the government, with regard to protecting the elderly right? And not only the elderly, but those persons also, those persons who are disabled, who are in these nursing homes, right? Those of you who know me, I wanted to have an assisted living facility to assist certain persons, and due to challenges having to do with the government itself and other things, it did not materialize. But it's still a dream of mine that one day I'm going to have an assisted living facility to assist some of these persons, especially persons living with dementia. You're right. I'm very concerned about those persons, especially. Yeah. And so let me give you the story about this pastor who lost his mother in a nursing home. Yeah. So, Jamaican philanthropist Pastor Emmanuel Azan is a broken man, as on Saturday, his mother, Telita Hyde, lost her battle with COVID-19 at the Jacobi Hospital in New York. Something Jacobi, not Jacobi, right? It is particularly painful for him, as his mother had always expressed a desire to be buried in her homeland of Jamaica, but now he can only take her ashes home. And it's gonna be like your international story to guys, right? It's New York, right? The international story, Jamaican international story. Jamaican, yeah? Imagine, and I'm quoting him, we placed her in a nursing home so she could be properly cared for. She could not move around, so someone must have taken the virus to her, Azan said. His mother, who was 89 years old at the time of the death, struggled for years with diabetes and had lost both legs to the terrible disease, so she wasn't walking around, right? Although in the past she had many close shaves with death, she always managed to pull through. According to Azan, we feel betrayed because the safety protocol was breached. Someone took the infection to her. The doctor says she fought hard as she was expected to die about 3 days before, and she held on. He added that he genuinely believes his mother was trying to outlive the virus so that she could return to her beloved home and be buried in Jamaica. Hmm? Azan, who is engaged in ministry, also operates a registered charity in Jamaica, Kingston Outreach International, for the sole purpose of helping the various communities he's engaged with, such as Effortville, Farm, Palmer's Cross, and Cristiano. He makes yearly treks to the parish of his birth, Clarendon, to conduct vacation Bible school, have back to school, and food and clothing giveaways. Azan also supplies football gears to schools and neighborhood teams and hosts an annual Christmas treat for the residents. The Maypen Infirmary has also benefited from its outreach, as well as seniors for whom he has built flush toilets. Remembering his mother, he said she was a woman who always embraced other children, accepting them into her fold. He was seeing her sharing whatever she had with other children in the community. He recalled, the other thing I can truly credit to her is her giving spirit. She was a giver who never forgot where she came from. She would bring food and clothing to the needy in our neighborhood every time she visited Jamaica. It is therefore not surprising that the Army veteran is now involved in preaching as well as welfare ministry. Azan, who hails from farm in Maypen, migrated to the United States in 1976. And in the interest of time, I won't continue to read anymore, but you can go online and read the rest of the story. Yeah, I think that's enough. You've got the gist of the story. Yeah. So, guys, here it is again. Another person in a nursing home. You understand? Contracting COVID-19 in a nursing home. When we are told to practice social distancing, when we're expected to practice infection control measures. All of my nursing assistants who I teach, who end up working in a nursing home or an assisted living facility or one of these facilities, they know, they can tell you that I tell them specifically about practicing infection control measures, you understand, to ensure that they do not infect, right, the elderly and the disabled. Here is a vulnerable person with underlying conditions, what they call comorbidities. We know that they're susceptible to diseases, to infection, right? So we have to be especially careful that our areas are sterile. You understand? And here it is, the place where she was placed, which is supposed to be sterile, because these are healthcare professionals working in them. So there it is supposed to be sterile. And here it is that this woman, who could have outlived longer, had she not contracted the COVID-19. And of course, with the comorbidities that she has, it was, it was a foregone conclusion that she would have died. As they heard the doctor say, it was, they were expecting her to die, but she was fighting, guys. She was fighting. But the good Lord said, never mind, my child. You've lived a long life. Come on home. Come on home. Don't bother to stay there and fight anymore. And now she has gone home to her maker. And again, our condolences and prayers to Pastor Azan. And, we pray that his mom's soul rest in peace. Yeah, guys, I am definitely going to do a special specifically for dedicated for the nursing homes and for our government term intervention in actually monitoring to ensure that these things that these things don't, it happened one time too many, guys. It's always if there's a flood, if there's a hurricane, if there's a disaster, if there's a pandemic, it doesn't matter. The ones who feel it the most are always the vulnerables, right? And it's always the ones in nursing home. You notice that always happening to work persons in nursing home. And nursing home is supposed to be a place, guys, where people go, right, and expect to get good care. Yeah, it's supposed to get good care. But sadly, our nursing homes, including those in Jamaica, they are in very poor state, very poor conditions. You understand? And I'm going to give you that report tomorrow. You understand? Because they did do some investigation in Jamaica of the nursing homes in Jamaica, and there are quite a bit of them that are not in good standing at this point in time, guys. They fail. Some 30 odd fail. Tomorrow, I'll give you that story. You gotta watch tomorrow. Watch tomorrow's story again. Make sure invite a friend to come and watch tomorrow. You don't want to miss tomorrow's episode because I'm gonna go through that among other things. Okay. All right, guys. All right, and then now, to wrap up the program for today, the last story I'm gonna give you is concerning fires, guys. Fires. Too many fires. Why are there so many fires? We know the time is out, but that's not the reason for so many ambush fires at all, right? So let me give you this one. So, um, according to Jamaica Fire Brigade report for April, tabled at May's meeting of the St. Anne Municipal Corporation, there were 133 bushfires compared to 35 in April 2019. So in April 2020, guys, 133 bushfires in comparison to 35 in April 2019, and in comparison to 22 in March 2020. So in this very year, March 2020, there were only 22 bushfires. And in April, 133 bushfires. What's happening here? What's going on, guys? What's going on? Senior Deputy Superintendent Andrew Wildman is basically, giving his opinion as to what, based on what he's seen, as to what is causing so many fires. He said some of them are caused by people who are clearing the land. So I've had experience wherein I have had to clear land, and I've had to get the backhoe, and it is very expensive. These guys charge like $40,000 per hour to clear land, guys. Yeah, I've had to deal with it, so I know it's a very expensive endeavor to clear land. But the solution is not burning fire, right? It is not. That's not the solution to to clearing the land, burning fire. You gotta find a better solution. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe grandma's own. Yeah. Uh, and don't say I say. Okay, don't quote me on it and go grandma's own the place. No, I said I, so it was a grandma's own. I was just saying perhaps. I was thinking out loud. Yeah. Okay, so that is one of the reasons for the fires. He says, right? Persons are burning rubbish. Now, this is a very common one. Burning rubbish. You're burning the rubbish, and the breeze is blowing, and the fire gets out of control. You can't manage it. Of course, he said the dryness of the time also contributes to some of the fires, among other things. Of course, and of course, we're not going to forget that sometimes some people deliberately set fire. Also, our sun is also involved. Well, we're speculating there, yeah. But that is also another reason. Okay, so guys, I know, and I've seen it. Even, but can I tell you something? Because I know, the law. There's a law that governs not lighting fire. But again, like everything else, laws without teeth. Mhm. What the government is supposed to clamp down on, they don't clamp down on, and what they're not supposed to clamp down on, that's what they clamp down on. Now, things like these, where they're supposed to take into consideration and to have their personnel out there to monitor, so they don't do that. Yeah, I see even next door neighbors to where you live always lighting fire and the smoke coming over, right? Don't it? You've seen it, all of us. We go through it, we see it. I hear it every day, right? But it is not legal, guys. Lighting fire is not a legal thing. It's not something for you to do. So here it is. Right now, we have in the month of April alone 133 fires in St. Anne alone. And they said in the report, I did not give you all of it, that in the month of May, they're still getting a lot of calls for fires. You understand? So they expect to have a big number by the end of May also. What's going on, guys? Hmm? You can't be lighting fires and leaving them not being monitored. You got to monitor the fire that you light. Yeah. If you're clearing land with fire, you got to be there to monitor the situation. Hmm? You can't light it and leave it. Same thing if you're lighting, if you're rubbish, which you're not supposed to be doing. But if you're doing, you got to stay there. Make sure you have your fire extinguisher on hand. So at the first light or the first indication that it's gonna get out of hand, you can out it. Responsible. You gotta be responsible. Guys, we gotta be responsible, man. We gotta be more responsible than what we are. Because we're too many things that happen because of carelessness. You understand? We have to be more responsible than this. We have to be more accountable to ourselves and to our fellow men. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some of these things that are happening, guys. I mean, we know that accidents do happen. We understand that. Accidents we can understand. But things that happen because of carelessness that can be prevented, no, you have to you got to practice self-control, man. You got to practice self-control, right? You got to be more responsible, right? It's all a part of personal growth and development, Yeah, all a part of personal growth and development. Remember, guys, we have here for a purpose, with a purpose, and it's all about growth. We have to grow as persons. We got to grow spiritually, right? We got to grow physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. We're supposed to grow also. Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm trying to work on that one. It's about time I grow financially. And I was growing financially for a period, and then that growth got stunted. But I know it's gonna come back. Absolutely. Okay. So the point is, guys, we understand how life works. It's a roller coaster. You understand? A roller coaster. Yes, we all go through it, right? Yeah. I bought my apartment at the age of 23. My first apartment, 23 years old. Bought my apartment at 20 because I had a vision. You're in a vision. You understand? I am a visionary person. I see the future before it happens. You understand? God give me the gift. You understand? But at the same time, life happens. That's how life works. You understand? And so you go on this thing. The important thing, guys, is that when you fall, you don't stay down. We all fall. Every single one of us fall. And we see people are still falling. And people are going to continue to fall. And some of them are up there who fall down there. Some are here, fall down there. Different levels of falling. You understand? But we all fall. You understand? They say the higher the monkey climb, the faster and harder he falls. You understand? And the more detrimental that fall is. Yeah. The higher you go. But we all fall. But if you fall, guys, it must be because of something external factors, not because of your own carelessness. Because you say once bitten, twice shy, right? We learn from our mistakes. We're supposed to learn from our mistakes. We do not make the same mistakes twice. Okay, we're not supposed to make the same mistake twice. So if we do fall because of a mistake, then we get up, brush up ourselves, and then we continue, right? Don't even look back. Do not look back. Many times we fall and we tend to look back. If you look back, guys, you can't see where you're going. You're gonna bucket toe again. Huh? Come on. If you're walking and looking behind you, what's gonna happen? You're gonna bucket toe and fall again. So when you fall and get up, don't look back. Walk, move, continue walking, continue going, move forward. It's forward movement, yeah? Upward mobility. That's what we want to do. Yeah, absolutely. So guys, not knocking you, of course not. I love you. Just giving you some words of wisdom, hopefully. right? Because we are all in the same boat in this life, okay? And we all go through tribulations and trials, all of us. But it's how we deal with it that determines how, our end result. If we are going to suffer and die, or if we are going to get up, pick up the pieces, move on, and become successful later on in life. Okay, absolutely. And I'm one of those persons who intend to be successful. I consider myself successful now without money, because money is not success. You understand? Absolutely. But in terms of money, that will come one day. I know. Absolutely, absolutely. Right. So, guys, I come to the end of my program. I thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Keep the thumbs up coming, guys. Keep them coming. Share the link with your friends and family that they can also enjoy this program, because knowledge is nothing if it's kept to itself. You have to share knowledge with the world. You understand? That's what I am doing as a student of knowledge, sharing what I know with you, my fellow students of knowledge. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I thank Father God for another episode that did not break. Oh my God, we had another straight through program. I love it, love it, love it, love it. We thank God for that. Okay. Thank you for watching. And remember, guys, that I am on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Omega News JA. Please go over there and like, share, and comment. Absolutely. And share and comment on this program and give me the thumbs up and keep the thumbs up coming. Okay. All right, guys. So I will see you tomorrow again at 12 noon, God willing. Okay. So until then, guys, remember when you go outside to practice social distancing, physical distancing, wear your mask, ensure to practice infection control measures by washing your hands and your surfaces and keeping them sterile, protect the elderly, the disabled, right, the hearing impaired, visually impaired, okay, all the vulnerable, the children, help the widows. Just be a good citizen as our Father would want us to be. Love your neighbor as yourself, okay? And of course, you want to love Him with all your heart, soul, and mind, okay? Because it is He why you are here, okay? So until I see you tomorrow, God willing, as always, I say to you, remember, stay blessed and be a blessing. Bye for now. Love you.